Have you ever felt an invisible tension in your relationships? As if someone close to you secretly resents your success. Maybe it's a friend who offers a compliment that feels strangely hollow. Or a colleague who always downplays your achievements. This subtle negativity could be envy, a silent force that poisons relationships and disrupts our inner peace. In today's video, we'll explore the hidden dynamics of envy, how it manifests in the people around us, and, most importantly, how you can shield yourself from its harmful effects using profound Buddhist teachings. These timeless principles can guide you to stay calm, centered, and protected, no matter what challenges you face. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that envy is more than just a fleeting emotion. It's a reflection of inner dissatisfaction that, if ignored, can create cycles of suffering for everyone involved. But here's the good news: by recognizing the signs of envy and applying the practices we'll share, you can transform this negativity into an opportunity for personal growth and peace. Imagine a life where the weight of envy no longer burdens your heart. A life where you rise above toxic energies, guided by clarity and compassion. If you've ever felt held back by envy, whether from others or even within yourself, this video is for you. Together, we'll uncover the 5 key signs of envy, along with powerful Buddhist tools to protect your energy and maintain your balance. So, take a deep breath and join me on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment. By the end of this video, you'll not only recognize envy for what it is, but also walk away with actionable wisdom to elevate your life. And don't forget, as we begin, comment below, "I am shielded against envy." This simple act strengthens your intention to protect your peace and set the tone for today's lesson. Let's dive in. Part 1. Recognizing the subtle signs of envy. Envy often hides behind a mask, making it difficult to recognize until it has already caused damage to our relationships and well-being. In this first part, we'll explore the 5 key signs of envy that you might encounter in others, or even in yourself. 1. Backhanded compliments or passive-aggressive remarks. One of the most common signs of envy is when someone offers you a compliment, but it feels like a veiled criticism. For instance, they may say, "Wow, you look great for someone your age," or "It must be nice to have so much free time to travel." While they may sound positive, these comments carry a hidden sting. They often highlight an underlying sense of resentment toward your success or happiness. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of mindful speech, or right speech, which helps us discern when words carry negative energy. When faced with backhanded compliments, it's crucial to stay grounded and not let these remarks penetrate your peace. 2. Undermining your achievements. Another subtle sign of envy is when someone consistently downplays your accomplishments. You may share an exciting achievement, such as a promotion or a new project, and the person responds with, "Oh, that's nice, but have you heard about someone else?" Their lack of genuine support may feel dismissive, almost like they are deflecting your joy because it threatens their sense of self-worth. In Buddhism, we're taught to practice mudita, or sympathetic joy, which is the ability to feel happiness for others' successes. When envy arises, it's a sign that someone has yet to cultivate mudita in their heart. And instead of celebrating your success, they feel diminished by it. 3. Silent treatment or withdrawal. Sometimes, the envious person may withdraw from you or give you the silent treatment. This behavior can stem from feelings of inadequacy or a belief that your success makes them appear less important. Rather than confronting you directly, they distance themselves emotionally. Buddhism encourages us to practice compassion, even in the face of silence or withdrawal. If you notice this behavior, remember that it reflects the other person's inner conflict. not your worth. Respond with kindness and understanding, and avoid taking their silence personally. 4. Sabotaging your efforts. Envy can sometimes turn into active sabotage. This could look like someone subtly undermining your efforts, whether at work, in your personal life, or in your spiritual journey. They might deliberately give you wrong advice or try to steer you away from opportunities that would benefit you. In these situations, it's important to remain focused on your path. Buddhist wisdom teaches that external negativity is like the wind, it can blow hard, but it can't move a mountain if it's rooted deeply. Your commitment to your goals and values will protect you from this type of disruption. 5. A constant need to compete. Finally, envy often manifests as an unhealthy competition. The envious person might constantly try to outdo you, even in situations where no competition exists. They may subtly shift every conversation toward comparing achievements, constantly striving to be better than you. The Buddha spoke of non-attachment, letting go of the need to compare ourselves with others. By practicing non-attachment, we release the desire to compete and simply embrace the present moment with gratitude. When we are content with our own journey, the envy of others has no power over us. In this first part, we've identified the key signs of envy that can affect your relationships and emotional well-being. These subtle behaviors may seem small, but over time, they can build up, causing confusion, tension, and emotional harm. Understanding these signs is the first step in protecting yourself from their impact. In the next part, we'll explore how Buddhist wisdom offers powerful tools to shield your energy and transform envy into an opportunity for growth. Stay with us as we dive into the teachings that can help you cultivate peace and resilience in the face of envy. Part 2. Buddhist wisdom for protecting yourself from envy. Now that we've recognized the subtle signs of envy, it's time to explore how Buddhist wisdom can help us protect our inner peace and transform negative energy into personal growth. In this part, we'll discuss 5 Buddhist practices that can shield you from the harmful effects of envy and help you cultivate a heart of compassion and understanding. 1. Practice mindfulness to stay present. One of the most powerful tools in Buddhism for overcoming negative emotions like envy is mindfulness. Mindfulness allows us to stay present and aware of our thoughts and feelings in the moment, without judgment or attachment. When we experience envy, it's easy to get caught up in our emotions and allow them to dictate our actions. But by practicing mindfulness, we create space between the feeling and our reaction. Instead of reacting impulsively, we can pause, observe the emotion, and choose a response that aligns with our values. For example, if someone makes a backhanded compliment, instead of immediately feeling hurt or defensive, mindfulness helps you recognize that this comment is about their own inner struggle, not your worth. This awareness allows you to maintain your peace, without taking their negativity personally. 2. Cultivate the practice of mudita, sympathetic joy. In Buddhist teachings, mudita is the practice of feeling genuine happiness for others' successes, rather than feeling threatened or envious. It's the opposite of jealousy. When we practice mudita, we celebrate the joys of others as if they were our own. When someone around you succeeds, take a moment to genuinely appreciate their success. You could think, I'm happy for them because they deserve it. This practice helps to break the cycle of envy and shift your focus away from comparison to gratitude. Mudita is a powerful antidote to envy because it shifts the mindset from scarcity, there's not enough success to go around, to abundance, there is enough for all of us. The more we practice mudita, the more we can let go of feelings of inadequacy or jealousy and embrace the joy of shared success. 3. Let go of attachments and expectations. Buddhism teaches that attachment is the root of suffering. our attachment to outcomes, status, or how others perceive us can lead to envy and frustration when things don't unfold the way we want. The key to overcoming envy is to let go of these attachments and release the expectation that everything must go according to our desires. For instance, if you feel envious because a colleague gets a promotion that you wanted, try to examine your attachment to that particular outcome. Ask yourself, why does their success feel like a loss for me? By letting go of this attachment, you can embrace life's impermanence and the understanding that there will always be other opportunities for growth. Buddhism encourages us to live with the middle way, which involves balancing our desires with acceptance of what is. This helps us live a life of equanimity, free from the highs and lows of constant comparison. 4. Reflect on the interconnectedness of all beings. In Buddhism, the concept of interdependence, or pratysamupta, teaches us that all beings are interconnected and that everyone's happiness and suffering are linked. When we see others' success as part of a larger, interconnected web of life, envy becomes less about competition and more about shared human experience. By reflecting on the fact that we are all connected, we can recognize that someone else's success does not diminish our own worth. Their joy is a reflection of the beauty of life unfolding in different ways. And by celebrating their success, we are also celebrating the interconnectedness of all beings. Try meditating on the idea of interbeing, the understanding that your happiness and the happiness of others are deeply intertwined. This awareness can dissolve the boundaries between you and others, helping to transform envy into compassion and mutual joy. 5. Embrace loving kindness, metta, for yourself and others. Finally, the practice of metta, loving kindness, is a powerful way to counteract feelings of envy. Loving kindness is the practice of sending unconditional love and well-wishing to all beings, including yourself. When we cultivate loving kindness, we nurture a deep sense of compassion and understanding, which prevents envy from taking root. Start by practicing metta towards yourself. Say to yourself, "May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease." This practice fosters self-compassion, which helps to silence the inner critic that might compare you to others and stir up envy. Then, extend loving kindness to others, even to those who may be causing you feelings of jealousy. For example, you could say, "May person's name be happy. May they be successful." By sending positive energy to others, you neutralize any negative feelings that may arise, transforming envy into love and compassion. In this section, we've explored how Buddhist wisdom offers powerful tools to protect your energy from envy. By practicing mindfulness, mudita, letting go of attachments, reflecting on interconnectedness, and embracing loving kindness, we can turn negative emotions into opportunities for growth and healing. In the final part, we'll look at how these practices can help you transform your relationships and create a more peaceful, compassionate world. Stay with us as we dive into the next chapter of your journey toward overcoming envy. Part 3. Transforming envy into compassion and peace. In the previous section, we explored how Buddhist practices can help protect us from the negative emotions that envy brings. Now, let's focus on how we can transform envy into something positive, something that brings us closer to compassion, peace, and personal growth. Here are some ways to transform envy into compassion. 1. See envy as an invitation for self-reflection. Envy can be a powerful mirror that reflects something we desire or feel is lacking within ourselves. Instead of rejecting this emotion, we can use it as an opportunity for self-inquiry. When envy arises, ask yourself, what is this envy telling me about my own desires? Is there something in my life that I feel is missing or unfulfilled? What do I need to nurture within myself to feel more complete? For instance, if you feel envious of someone's career success, it could be a sign that you value growth and recognition. Instead of focusing on their achievements, turn your attention to your own growth. This shift in perspective allows you to approach envy with curiosity, instead of resentment. By embracing envy as a prompt for personal reflection, you can learn more about your own needs and desires, leading to greater self-awareness and self-compassion. 2. Transform envy into motivation for self-improvement. Rather than allowing envy to make you feel inferior or bitter, you can use it as fuel for your own self-improvement. If you feel envious of someone's accomplishments, ask yourself, what can I learn from their success? What steps can I take to move closer to my own goals? How can I improve my skills or mindset? This is where the Buddhist principle of right effort comes into play. In the Eightfold Path, right effort encourages us to strive in a balanced, purposeful way toward our goals, without clinging to specific outcomes. You don't need to be envious of others' successes. You can focus on your own growth and celebrate your achievements, big and small. For example, if a colleague gets promoted and you feel envious, use this feeling to evaluate your own professional growth. Perhaps you could learn new skills or take on new responsibilities at work. Turning envy into motivation allows you to channel that energy into something constructive. 3. Practice compassion for yourself and others. As we saw earlier, envy often arises from feelings of inadequacy or fear of not measuring up. By practicing compassion, we can dissolve these negative emotions, both toward ourselves and others. Start by practicing self-compassion. Remind yourself that it's okay to have feelings of envy. It's a natural human emotion. Instead of judging yourself for feeling this way, treat yourself with kindness and understanding. This act of self-compassion helps reduce the power envy has over you. Then, extend compassion toward the person you are envious of. This might feel difficult at first, but it's incredibly freeing. When you release your attachment to comparison, you free yourself from the grip of envy. You could silently send them thoughts like, "May they continue to thrive and find happiness." This compassionate mindset shifts your energy from competition to connection, helping to build bridges instead of walls. 4. Cultivate gratitude for what you have. One of the most effective antidotes to envy is gratitude. The more we focus on what we already have, the less room there is for jealousy or dissatisfaction. This is especially powerful in Buddhism, where gratitude is seen as a way to connect with the present moment and appreciate the gifts of life. When you feel envy creeping in, pause and reflect on what you're grateful for. You could make a list of things, people, or experiences that bring joy into your life. What aspects of your life are you thankful for? What are the small blessings that you often overlook? Gratitude shifts the focus from scarcity, "They have something I don't," to abundance, "I already have so much to be grateful for." This shift helps to cultivate a peaceful, contented heart. 5. Remember the teaching of impermanence, anicca. Finally, remember the Buddhist teaching of impermanence, anicca. Everything in life is constantly changing, and this includes our emotions and external circumstances. Envy is a temporary feeling, and just like everything else, it will pass. Understanding that everything, including your success and the success of others, is impermanent can help release feelings of envy. When we acknowledge the temporary nature of things, we realize that clinging to envy or comparison only leads to suffering. Embrace this truth in your daily life. Whenever you notice envy arising, gently remind yourself, "This, too, shall pass." With time, your thoughts and emotions will shift, and you will find peace in accepting the impermanence of life. Conclusion: finding peace beyond envy. In this final section, we've learned that envy doesn't have to be something that controls us or leads us into negative patterns. By practicing mindfulness, reflecting on our desires, and using compassion and gratitude, we can transform envy into a source of growth, self-improvement, and inner peace. By applying these Buddhist principles, you can break free from the cycle of comparison and jealousy, and instead embrace the beauty of your own journey. Through compassion, mindfulness, and understanding, we can all live with greater peace and contentment, free from the chains of envy. This concludes our video on protecting yourself from envy with Buddhist wisdom. I hope you found these teachings helpful and inspiring. If you'd like to dive deeper into Buddhist wisdom and practices, please consider subscribing and joining our community. May you find peace, joy, and freedom from comparison on your journey ahead.